Alright, ladies, let's talk about pussy. Coochie, cat, vagina, peach, or like good juicy stuff.
Y'all need power.
Wow.
Yes, baby, wow. Alright, so question. First off, are we eating pussy?
Yes, every
Yes,
day.
I eat the pussy from my
Every day.
Yes. you quiet over there. You quiet.
Cause
Quiet.
I don't eat coochie. You know,
Okay.
I've imagined it.
You taste your own?
Yeah, I taste my own.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's progress.
That's proper check. Proper check. Yes.
I taste wonderful.
Yes, proper check means no.
Yeah, for sure.
We're not gonna eat anybody else's.
Not yet. That's
Yeah.
not where I'm at right now.
Okay, I understand. So, as far, are we doing snowballs, ladies? Do we know what snowballs are?
Enlighten me. I'm
So,
gonna say that.
Would you let a nigga come in you and suck it out and spit it in your mouth?
First of all, I'm not dealing with the dick.
Oh, well, you don't like the dick.
Yeah, no. And even when I was, no.
No?
Nah. There's other things I've done, but nah.
So, if a chick is a big squirter, does she squirt in your mouth and have you spit in another bitch
Let me
mouth?
wash my hand at.
It's a round of applause for the audience.
Wash my
Definitely want to squirt on faces. For sure. You know, that's
But would
for
you
sure.
let a nigga come in you and spit it in your mouth?
It's something about the spit that just seems disrespectful to me. But
You spit on your pussy?
and I tell him that that's disrespect. Don't kid yourself. Don't spit on my pussy.
What?
Let it get juicy.
Nigga, that
for
shit
real.
is sexy. Fuck
I'm
out
about
of
to say,
here.
maybe I like to be
Listen.
disrespectful.
Yes. Man,
Ain't nothing wrong with
No,
it.
it's like no, you
If
didn't
it's
earn
not
that.
wet for
Okay.
you,
You
you
gotta
don't
earn
need to
it.
be doing it.
Listen, if
You
we're
don't need to be
It gets
spitting
you.
on nothing.
Earn it.
Yeah.
If
That's
you're
how
fucking-
he used to get it. Like
Disrespectful.
fucking, he just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's okay. But I don't want him to get in the habit of that because I want him to understand
No,
that if it ain't as
because-
juicy as you want, it's probably because you're not listening. That's it.
Yeah.
If it's not
That's a
talking
point.
back,
That's
there's
a
a
point.
reason
Yeah, we all
for
know
that.
pussy talks. We all know pussy talks.
It doesn't matter how you dribble it. There is no spitting. If it doesn't naturally flow from your mouth, like while you in there, no. I don't want you reaching back trying
no.
to grab something. No. If she's not talking to you, it's the reason for it. We're probably not connected.
I mean, like that sexy.
Ain't nothing sexy
I
about
like
spit.
no, I like
I like
spit in
that.
my mouth because that's where spit goes, right?
Eh,
Okay, so like
That's
you
a
can,
moment.
so you can spit in my mouth, I can spit in your mouth,
Okay.
but don't spit on Lola. She don't like that.
Okay.
Honey
Right.
buns don't like that.
See, I'm different.
No,
I
ma'am.
like that. I like that. Spit on my. If you're doing shit right, I'm gonna tell you to do it.
I like to spit and I like to spit on
You should be
me.
swallowing.
That's about
There
it.
shouldn't be no spitting nowhere. There should be enough moisture and wetness.
We swapping
Should be-
fluids.
Mm,
That I'm sorry. That's my favorite saying when it comes to sex, especially when I'm having sex with women. Bitch, we swapping fluids. I don't know what you think is going
can't do
on.
the
I want
spit. I
all
can't
of
do
the
the spit.
No, I want all of the spit. I want all of the pussy juice. I want all of the cum. I want it all, yes. And as much as you want me to lick it up and suck it, I need you to lick it up and suck it all. Just
Yeah, that's okay. I'm talking about the spitting part. Like maybe because like the way my brain thinks about a spit,
So-
I think about sidewalks and nasty stuff like right?
You had to get rid of that. And
Yeah,
don't
like
get
when
rid
you're
of it already.
spitting, there's something that's not balancing out. You trying to get it out your system. You should want these juices. If you spitting, you're not really down to be eating this pussy.
no.
You need to be ingesting, getting these nutrients.
You
I want you to blow
That's how my
bubbles in
brain
it.
Yes.
Don't
No
spit.
bubbles.
I want you to blow bubbles in it. I want to play zone that. Yes. I want you to.
Yeah, for
I want you to
sure.
have fun in it. Yes.
Yeah, that's
I
what
have
that's
fun,
what
but I don't
I'm
want no
saying.
spit. I don't want no extra like
Yeah.
effort to make this saliva come to your mouth.
No.
Nah.
See, y'all thinking
No
noodles.
saliva.
Okay, is it
Just don't like drool on it. Drool because
Okay.
your mouth is salivating because
Okay.
That's there. I could do that. I could
Okay.
do
Yeah.
that.
I like that. Like
Okay.
drool and it's water just
Yeah.
spitting coming out like that.
That's what I
cool.
mean.
Natural
But if you
Y'all
like,
talking about noogies,
Yeah.
back
That's
there.
it.
not even no
Clarify.
noodles, but if you need to like, or just like just let it just like drool
Blame
out your
porn
mouth. I like
culture
that.
because
That's
porn
good.
culture be like, I be like,
Wow.
take
I'd
me
be
back.
like- I'd be
Take
like,
me
That's
back.
back.
That will
Just
get
like,
you
did I
punched
catch it?
in the forehead. I don't care. The whole night is over.
Okay, but I disrespectful porn. I'm not gonna lie.
I
I don't wanna be it, but I'm wondering what's the niggas that be fucking
sexually broken, like that kind of stuff.
I don't know, bang bro. No, not
Yeah.
bang
Bang
bros.
bros.
No, the gag niggas that be making bitches
Oh,
throw
Yeah,
money at bitches
sexually
and shit.
broken
Okay.
shit. Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, but I don't want you to do that shit to me. That's the type of
I
porn.
like watching that. I'm not gonna lie. I got put onto it too. It is dope.
That's
when they be
but
like,
after you nut and then you still
yeah.
watch. That's the only type of porn that makes me feel dirty after I nut.
You look at it like, what am I watching?
Yeah, that's
the
I can watch
saliva
it.
is just dripping like mucus.
It's not even the
almost.
saliva,
It's
it be
like,
vomit and all types
Yeah,
of
all of that. Yeah, that's
And then I done seen the girls
watching
get a
other
face
people.
rubbed
I don't
in
want that
there.
experience.
But see, I can't watch it. I just want to hear it.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
can't because that's my hard limit. Vomit, piss, and shit. I don't want to. I can't look. I don't want to see her throw money in it, but I want to hear it. Oh, I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear you call all types of nasty whores and shit.
Mhm.
Like I want to hear that shit. I don't want to see it though.
Right, right.
I can watch it. I don't want those experiences. Like I'm not there.
I can only watch it when I'm horny. And then after I got
But
my
it has to
nut,
be
then I don't
if
wanna look at
if
it
my
anymore.
partner is into something like that. Because I'm not 9 times out of 10 I'm not gonna just go out of my way to be like, oh, let me go watch this.
So what if your partner's into some crazy shit you're not
I'm
into?
really not into humiliation.
I will try everything once with my
But
partner.
I
depending
do
on the
like
level of it, yeah.
submissive and dominate roles.
So
Not
if your partner's like he
necessarily
want to fist you, you with it?
Fist me.
A little duck action.
Yo, I'm
A little duck quack quack.
You talking now? When
Maybe
you
a
talking about
woman
fists.
because they got smaller hands.
Okay.
You gonna say no? A man, look.
My man got big hands.
I'm about to say he got big hands. He work in construction, and there's no way I can imagine his fist.
I have fists.
If he's doing all the right things, you'll be
and
surprised.
they make me
Wow.
With a little twist on it.
Yo, I,
Wait,
we doing about
hold on.
good, let me just-
Pause the music. You said you fisted someone and you threw up.
It just
You
the
threw up?
whole experience. I was like, this is disgusting. It was with a chick in college, and I was like, because I was like, it was just like one finger one doing and 2 finger one. I got some fat ass fingers.
Gotta duck
When-
it.
Fuck a duck, my whole arm, like this is a goddamn shaft. There's no reason. No, I couldn't do it no more. I was like, ma'am, I had to leave. I had to go into, it made me
It's kind of like, what are you using on
vomit.
a regular?
It made
I don't give a fuck.
because it was
It's
like
a
they
gadget
didn't
doll.
feel anything till I was like, like I was in a fist fight with this goddamn pussy, and
But what was she?
that changed my view of the vagina, of pussy, of everything. I was
That's a whole
like,
different meaning to Captain
I-
Hook.
I don't even want to flashback. Like the fact that I even had to have that moment just now,
Wow.
She would have been my best friend because I'd have been
I've
like,
had that
bitch,
experience.
can we like, how many can we get in there?
That wasn't the intention.
It
But
don't
like
be.
she said, like
it
she
opens
said,
up like
it's
that.
like you put a couple fingers in and then it's like
It start
okay.
opening.
But I got
motherfucker.
small hands, so I was just like,
But look at her arm compared to mine, though.
right.
And then your
Like,
arm went in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What
Because it
how did you
starts to
feel?
open.
How did you feel? Because to me, I was like, my elbow shouldn't be in your pussy.
Well, I kind of tried to
I
write it
found
on
my
my
limit
bed.
that day.
Well, I'm small and this is big.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I get it. Like,
Maybe my
little
arm could be
babies
the
come
size
out
of
of
a
the
large
pussy. I
penis.
get it.
yeah, I mean, I got a
But
small arm. So I'm like, okay,
and
maybe
that's
she
once
does
every 9
something.
months. You know what I'm saying? They ain't all
I
the
just,
time.
when that shit, when I hit
Not
the,
the coochie, so.
when I was knocking on that,
Oh my goodness.
You're knocking the wrong way. You're supposed to knock.
no, I don't matter how my arm is going.
Gotta
You
knock.
like, I don't even want to knock. No, I ain't knocking. If
Mind
I
you, I
got
was
to
drunk
knock.
as shit, so imagine being drunk as hell.
Somebody might be
And your
home.
whole arm is just missing. Like, you staring. Thank God I didn't have these tats back then because that would have fucked me up.
So wait. Yeah, I'm not. What's your size limit then? What are our size limits? What's like the biggest we could take? Where we like, all right, you need to pump your brakes at this point.
You talking about giving or receiving?
Receiving.
If
12
it
inches.
fits.
That's it. Small limit.
About, you know, I would say that my ex-husband was a rather large man. And like, there would be days where I would just be like, nah, man, come on, man.
What size is that though?
He
You
was
said,
like 11 inches and he
Girthy.
was like very girthy at the same time. So when you thick and you long and you give it like you had a hard day in the streets because you did, then like somebody can't take that every day. I can't take that every day. I'm not a big
You need to get some
woman.
pussies.
And
I would definitely.
you need.
Nigga,
He
you need to
did
get you some pussies.
multiple women, and with the multiple women, he still had the time because Molly was the thing then.
Oh,
and,
I'm not.
and
I'm
he
not
started
opposed.
Molly.
My thing is like, what it'll come
Molly,
out, like,
11
I
inch,
should take a
girthy
regular
dick
average
every day.
length.
I cannot. I can't. That's my limit. A hard limit. Thank you. Hard limit.
I will prefer with the women that I deal with, like average length 8, 9.
I used to.
I'm content. I prefer girth, but you know what I mean. That's me. I'm not a slim type of thing. Like I don't like that because then I feel like I'm being poked, and I don't like why you
The
poking
same.
me? I don't like that
pencil
feeling.
dick.
Yeah, I don't like. No offense, no shade to
pencil
anybody
dick.
that has that.
But what if they are really okay? So this is my thing, right?
I'm talking about straps now. Keep in mind.
Okay, but just whatever it is, I guess this goes into the toy category, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if you have a guy that has an unsatisfactory penis, right? And I say unsatisfactory because every woman's definition of what's unsatisfactory is different. Somebody might take 7 inches and be like, yeah. Somebody else may be like, nigga, come back. Like, go take some pills or something. Everybody's unsatisfied. Somebody might love a Captain Hook. Somebody might hate a Captain Hook. So, would you take an unsatisfactory penis that's willing to go buy toys, or you just like, fuck this? Do what you do, and you can make me come. We can buy whatever the fuck you need.
So
Exactly.
it's different. Like fingers can get me off. So
What if she
with
didn't
that.
know what she was doing?
I mean, I've dealt with people who don't know what they're doing. I actually didn't even like being fingered because most people don't know what they're doing.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
If you don't masturbate, you're not allowed to finger me.
Wow.
That's
Yo.
a good statement.
Seriously.
Real shit.
Seriously.
Bro.
Bitch, if you don't play with your own pussy, you are not allowed to play with mine.
Yeah. No,
I'll fuck the shit out of you though.
But I'm the type of person that
Definitely
like
fuck the
if
shit out of
you lack in any area, male, female, whatever, like if you lack in any area, you should be willing and open and like check your ego at the door to like be willing to satisfy your partner. You know what I'm saying? If you deal
But
with
would you
somebody,
accept that?
yeah, because
Well,
I
you
would.
deal with women, so it's a little bit different.
Yeah, no, it's not because if like case in point, like I know people. I've had this conversation with other women where like the strap they're using is not something that fits their body, but like you get a lot of these chicks out here who want this big King Kong dick and you know or dildo or whatever, and there's a lot of women that are like, nah, I don't really want all of that. I want something petite, girthy, whatever. That's what gets them off.
So the person you talking about the person carrying it or the person that's
the
receiving
person
it?
that's both. The person that's receiving it is like, I don't want all of that. But the person who bought the dildo is like, I want this big dick. This is what women
So should
want.
that be a joint process?
You know,
I was definitely
but
gonna
I
say
feel,
that.
yeah, I was gonna say like when you,
Pick it
I
up
told them
together.
I was like, look,
Especially
y'all go
since you
shopping
can
together.
choose.
You can tell this person what you like, and even if they like larger sizes, you can be like, okay, well let's compromise. If you like a 9 and I like a 7, let's get the 8. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of stuff. But every female doesn't, from a lesbian standpoint, every female doesn't want dildos. Everybody don't want to be strapped
Right.
down. Some people just like, you know, your mouth, your fingers, or whatever else, you know.
But with the ones that do like dildos, this is my question. If you're the one that's carrying it, you're the one that's giving, why do you care so much about what the size is? Wouldn't the goal be to please your partner?
It's an ego thing.
I would say it's gotta be
They want to
ego.
look down and see and
Yeah,
feel
it's
strong.
you want to feel like what you feel you
But how
carry.
do you?
It's like any real man. Like no offense.
So would y'all say that
to
is
How do
penis
you-
envy?
But how do you feel strong? Like
If you want a big,
It's like a
I think
dude
the
looks
most
at his
one
micro
that's
penis like I wish I had something. Like you want something to look to. You want to be able to please your partner, and in your mind you're thinking this 8, 10, 9, whatever inch dick is gonna please your partner.
And then
At the end
also
of the
maybe
day.
you want it to look good.
Right.
But
It's
you
that-
know, 'cause that's how
so
it
your
goes.
idea, right? Your idea of what looks good though is influenced by other things other than what's gonna feel good.
Facts.
So if you watch porn or
see, I think of it as like if I have small boobs. All the guys that I date like girls with small boobs, obviously, who be with me, and I want bigger boobs. If I get bigger boobs and these niggas don't like me, like what was the fucking point of getting bigger boobs if these are the guys that I want to date? So if you're buying this big enormous dick because you want this big enormous dick, but the person that you love and you want to be with is not satisfied with that, what compromise are you going to
You
make?
just buy something smaller. Like, you can still have that, but there's something in place for like the intimate moments. And then and I guess this is because I think of it from a standpoint of where like you and your partner compromise. Like, everything's not about just the
I'm
one
not
side.
compromising what size dick I want, bitch. You don't feel this shit.
You're not hearing me. If you're not into, let's say you're not into anal sex, like that's no, you ain't fucking with my ass, right? But your partner, you know that's something that really gets them off.
Okay.
Maybe on a birthday, a holiday, you might say, let's practice, let's build up all week long, get this going, so that you could have that moment with your partner. It's not something that happens all the time. So I think like when it comes to dicks and dildos, whatever, it's the same concept. For me, I don't need a strap every time I'm laying with my partner. But there might be a moment where I'm like, you know what, I want to strap up, or she may want to strap up or something like that. You know what I mean? But it's not a necessity.
So the goal, I'm sorry, I guess I'm misinterpreting.
Which it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. You should get to know your partner's body before.
Yeah, what they
you
want,
make
what they
choices.
like.
I would think the goal, and maybe this is because just how my sexual dynamics work, I would think the goal of the strap is to please your partner.
That's right.
Like, I'm strapping on, I like to strap up, I like to pay men and women. Like, I like strap-ons, but I do it because I like to please my partner.
Right.
Whatever size makes you comfortable, color, shape, hook, spikes, whatever the fuck we need to make you feel good.
Yeah.
That's what's turning me on, because I don't feel like there's ones that are double-sided where I can feel something, but it's not the same. You understand what I'm saying? This is me trying to give you something. So if I'm not giving you it, and I'm just using this big ass dildo,
I think it's the same as if
where's the bond in this relationship?
If you keep
Like,
sleeping with a dude that don't satisfy you, like, what's the point?
I'm not. Oh, I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm just saying that, no, but I mean, like, let's be real. Like,
Well, because
like,
you love him.
fuck love. I'm just talking about a nigga that like, oh, you got a big dick.
Because
I
that's
feel
why
like getting off tonight.
I talked about this
I'ma
with
call
the
this nigga
guys.
good.
Yeah, I
Nah,
think
'cause I
that
talked
women,
about it.
well, I ain't gonna say women, I'm gonna say for sure that the majority of the men who I've been with, I was on that type of vibe. Like, for whatever reason, sexually, you don't do it for me. But other spots you are, and I do know that a kink of mine is pleasing my partner. So something that I've always been interested in, and I know that might be, you know, mixed up with some other things that I experienced in my lifetime, is that I like to see my partner get off and feel like that I was the person who was able to bring them to that pleasure point.
But why are you not telling them? Like, you said you'll wait. Because we love the guys, we don't tell them. Like, oh, I want this, but he don't really have it, so I'm not going to hurt his ego.
Oh no, I tell them.
Well, for a
Thank
while,
you.
I'll have to be honest.
Thank you.
For a while, it wasn't until I got an adult. I started thinking that something. Before, I thought that they were doing something wrong.
You thought something
I
was
thought
wrong with
something
you?
was wrong with me.
That's right.
And so I had convinced myself that the point of sex, and I kid you not, was to please my partner. And in pleasing my partner, I can get off. So I rewired the way that I thought to do that. I did,
There's a lot of
because
women
there
do
was
that.
A
not
lot
anything that I was
of that.
actually getting. I'm like, it's fun. So the things what
That's why a lot of
I
women
started
have
agreeing.
orgasms.
That's the things that I started agreeing what made sex fun was, okay, if we could last long, if I could do all these positions, if I could show how fit I am, how athletic I am, how many positions we could do, then I could say, yes, you were a good lover. But it had nothing to do with whether I orgasm or not, because I didn't orgasm until after I had children. During sex.
Shout out
Wow.
to
I
the
was
guys
sad.
that were blessed to get this
Wow.
box, because
Yeah.
Wow.
y'all met all standards, okay?
Wow.
Y'all don't fit in
I
none of these
did,
categories.
and so
That's
then when
just
I got
crazy.
older, I started being like, oh. So then once I orgasmed, then it started being like, what was you, what?
How old
Girl.
were you when you had the first orgasm?
I was 24. I was 24.
I was 15.
I was 24.
First boyfriend.
I-
Well, I ain't gonna, I'm saying orgasm from penetration.
Okay, because I was
But
gonna say the
I
first
done
time
had
I
some orgasm because I masturbated, of course, before then, And I did get head before then, so I could get it that way. But from just being penetrated or sex, I just thought that.
If you
that
got
didn't
head from if you got an orgasm from head, why wouldn't the goal after that to get it from penetration?
But it's two different feelings.
It really was, and then I
For
started
me,
thinking that
It's two
maybe
different
like
experiences.
I started thinking that maybe or I had confused what orgasm was because I squirted when I got head, and then I wasn't sure if that was the same thing as an orgasm because there's sometimes I feel full body orgasms that squirting
Right.
don't happen,
Yeah.
and so it was like a
Levels to the shit.
yeah, and I was young, I was experimenting by I was looking up stuff online and trying to like gauge it myself. I didn't really have, I feel like, someone that I could speak and talk to about what was happening and not feel judged, condemned, nasty, all of the things that's associated with the way that I was brought up. And so it really became me just buying all of these books and understanding how to figure out all these pleasure points on my partner. And honestly, sometimes it made men think that I was freaked out when I was the one who was thinking that if I could show them how much I could please them, then they would in turn want to do it for me. And it didn't. And so then I started being like, nigga, no.
Dang. Yeah.
And then I realized like, oh, that's how you get it. By saying, nigga, no. For real.
So y'all didn't masturbate before y'all started having sex?
No,
Oh, I've masturbated my whole life.
Okay,
I'm about to say.
so
Yeah,
that's where my confusion comes in, because I was humping chairs and shit, like, girl,
The right thing was before me.
Yes.
Magazine.
I
So I'm
was
like-
jumping everything like
I was
a little
Dora in this bitch.
yes, gonna be exploring. Like I said, I learned names. So
massager from Walmart that I would use. Like a
no,
little three thing
before we knew what a massager was, I'm talking about 4 or
No,
5
just
years.
regular,
ago,
just
something
touching
stuff.
So maybe like
Yes.
9, but yeah,
pumping
for sure.
stuffed animals,
Yes.
pumping pillows.
So with that, I'm like, I
Nice.
didn't learn how to get an orgasm until I was like a teenager. But once I figured out, I always knew what an orgasm was. I got that on my own.
Mhm.
Then I got it with my partner through head.
Right.
I'm like, okay, the goal is to get this. So anything we doing, my nigga, we supposed to get here.
Right.
How do y'all fuck somebody and that's not the goal? Like,
I
if
think it's
you
always
get
the
off-
goal. It's just whether or
and
not
I
you
don't-
achieve it.
I think.
Or is this your
I think
partner?
it might
Because
be
I've always had
societal.
pampering. I've always had pampering partners. So I know I'm an
it was
exception.
like-
My partners have always been very like loving and
You met
cherishing.
some nice individuals.
No, they were fuck boys, but I'm a spoiled brat at the same time. So it's hard to be a fuck boy with a spoiled brat. I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
So they had no choice but to be.
To step it up. She really just said a word.
She did.
Yes.
My bad.
No, you did.
I'm a brat, so you
But
be a fuck boy.
seriously.
I'm still gonna wish your ego because you're doing something right, unless I'm gonna shut your shit down. So how do we get to the orgasm, my nigga? I can't see me fucking a guy and he's not doing anything to get me any pleasure, but we going. I'm going above and beyond, and we going.
I think I'm serious.
just-
I
I
really
don't know,
believe that
like-
it was because like I started to think like maybe what was wrong with me is that I wasn't into it enough. Like I hadn't gotten connected to what they needed enough. I had associated to that. And so
My-
even I mean. I'm not saying that that's where I'm still at, but I'm thinking because this only a few years now. I'm 28, so this only 4 or 5 years ago.
I
that
was
had
like
an
15, you
orgasm.
say it fucked up.
And so, like, it was from penetration, I'll say, from head those. But, like, I didn't associate me masturbating, and because it's like, I know my body. But with this, and I started studying Tantra and started realizing, like, what comes year after year after year. So it's like, okay, well, if I'm deciding that I want to have one partner that I study, like, Kareza with or Tantra with, then I understand that this ain't happening right away. And I can show them that the little formula sets that they have is a bang. I know that. But I like to say that I'm Eshu Alaketu, which means that like Oshun and Eshu where I can deliver someone sexually. And so I already know that most men, when they get with me, can barely last. Because I know their pleasures. It's like easy. It's mathematics. I know it before
So
I even
why
lay
are
with
you?
you.
My question is,
And
why
so it's
are
like
you
letting
doing all
them
that?
build the
I'm
stamina
not doing
to
that.
be with me because I got divine energy. So I already know that you can't meet me because this is my birthright. However, what I can do is be patient and humble enough to interact with you. But what I realized is
Not
most people don't step up to the challenge.
That's right.
And so you actually
That's right.
also have to command a certain type
That's
of
my
thing.
no. That's
and
my
that's
question.
what I
comes
wasn't
in.
doing.
How do y'all get past the?
I was broken.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
I was
'Cause
broken.
I was broken too, but
I
when
was
it came to
broken.
sex, I was
had
very
traumatic
much like-
experiences, and I felt like maybe that's also what. As I got older, and I went to counseling and therapy, that I realized that I had probably like just confused that with the fact that I had someone who was overstepping boundaries with me at an early age,
Right.
and where I wasn't
You
experiencing,
dated older guys?
huh?
You talking about like dating older guys?
Dating older guys and molestation, and someone who's taking advantage of you, and you not really
So you start to
understanding.
think it's for them.
Is you start to think it's for your other
Instead of-
person
instead
because
of how
you're
that's your
introduced to sex.
how you're introduced
And
to
then
sex.
undoing
So I was
everything
introduced
you're
to sex
taught.
in a way
Yeah.
where it wasn't for me. It was for someone
Exactly.
who was for them. And so then I think that even the way I looked at porn,
You
even
exist
the
for
way
their pleasure.
and so,
basically.
and that became the center of my mind. And so, even when I masturbated, I didn't associate with that as something personal, but I had to master it different in my space, in a space with another partner. It was about humbling myself and just letting them know that I was the best at letting them feel pleasure, but not necessarily pleasuring myself.
Mhm.
Now, an adult, after an abusive marriage, I realized that no, I can actually have both, and I've experienced both, and so now, even my mind now is constantly changing about what sex is to me, how I feel with intimacy, and what I like, and what I don't like, and what I really be willing to say. And I feel like now, like, you know, a nigga will know immediately. But what the fuck was that? Why did you even? Who do you think I am? How did you even?
Who told you they like that?
Who told you? Who do
told
you
you
think
they
you
like
are?
that?
Who do you think I am?
Right.
Don't you ever
In
disrespect
your
Right.
life, disrespect my
Right.
person.
No, guys.
You get what I'm saying?
But there's also guys that don't know like
Exactly.
how to please.
Exactly.
They're
But it's not even how
But they have to be
to
willing
they're
to
not
learn.
no
Yeah.
listen
You have
because
to be open-minded.
like the experiences that I've had, I'm dating it back. Obviously, I don't deal with men anymore. But at the time, when I had different experiences with men, and the ones that took the time to learn, to educate, to learn their own body as well as the pleasure points and things for a woman, the sex with them is completely different than a dude who's like, oh, you got that wet pussy, let me.
Yep,
What are
Smack
you
it.
right here?
No.
We're not doing anything.
Right.
I don't feel this.
The
Whatever
fact that you said
think you're doing-
schmacker, like,
I never fucked those
girl.
type of guys.
Huh?
Like, I fucked fuck boys, but never like that. Like, my nigga, you gonna beg. You gonna beg. I'm sorry.
I love
You're
it.
gonna ask.
I love it.
You're gonna wanna eat my pussy. You
That's
think
what
this?
I'm gonna do
You think
today.
this shit's cute? You think it's a challenge? You think this attitude's a challenge? You're gonna ask to eat my pussy. Yes, you're gonna ask, and we're not gonna fuck. Cause I'm not comfortable with you yet, and that's not even a lie. Real talk. If I'm not comfortable with you,
Yeah.
all this nasty stuff that I enjoy, that I like, my nigga,
I don't enjoy
never
that.
gonna see it.
I don't enjoy it.
It's not a lie.
But that's what women
It's
do.
not
See,
a
now I've gotten to the
That's what
point
women
to where
do.
I can be like, hey, let's take this test together and let's talk about it. Where do
Oh, we
you
taking
take
the
on
test.
on the test? Like, if you can't take this BDSM test with me and we can talk about it question for question together, we're gonna take the long version, not the short one, and we're gonna talk about what each category mean. Then you know what I'm saying? No, honestly,
My test is very simple. Can I bend you over?
We did. Because it let me know that at least we can talk about it question for question. Like, if you're not even open up to the questions and
Right.
kind of shut you down and make you feel like I'm freaked out, then, you know, like,
But guys like that. Oh, she a kink, she this, she that.
No.
like,
They think
Not
they
all
like
the
they
time.
like
They
it,
think
And
but
they
they
like
get
it.
exposed to
It's
they get it.
not for everybody.
they get it. They be like,
It's not
oh,
for everybody.
wow.
Men
But
and
all of
women.
them think they like it.
All
All
of
of them think they like it, and all of them
Women
think they
too.
can handle it.
Women too.
That's why you gotta start at the extreme. Like, can I bend you over?
But
And
see,
if
you
I
also
can't
have
bend you
some people
over,
that try to test themselves.
Can I
with
tie you up and spit in your mouth? Like,
Yeah.
you want me to
Some
swallow,
people-
right? But I need you to swallow first. Can you swallow first?
Like, show me how then.
Yes. Cause I'm with
Tell
it.
me,
Are
you're
you
the
really
leader,
with
right?
it? Yeah, are you really with the shit? Down there, see, are you? Because we can get nasty, but we need to be on the same page.
Always.
I don't know. With women, it's the same thing. Like,
So you don't do pillow princesses?
I have.
Why?
In the past, I have because I am a pleaser. Like, that gets me off in general. whoever I'm with. I like to please my partner.
And not be touched at all. How does that work?
It just, for me, I enjoy it. Like, I can get off doing what I do. You know what I mean? It really isn't a thing. Now having a partner or somebody like that, being older, experiencing different things, like, I want to engage with that person differently. So I can go several times pleasing that person, but after a while I'm gonna want the return.
That's
so I'm not
right.
saying like I don't want it, I'm just saying I'm okay
Yeah.
with what I'm capable of doing, because seeing that person get off and be calling on God, snoring and this, that, whatever they need to do, that gets me off. I don't have a problem with
I'm
it.
okay.
The issue I had even in dealing, when I was dealing with men, a lot of them couldn't satisfy me, so I would please them and then please myself. Like I like you said, like I got content almost with it. So I'm at a point now where it's like I like the give and take. I like being able to please. I like to do it at the same time. I'm like, you just fucked me. Like, we can do this.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm also 35 years old. I'm not, you know, so
Dealing with fuckboys now. Or fuck girls.
fuck girls, fuck boys, fuck
And
people.
see, I can't really do the pillow princess if they're like exclusively pillow princess.
When you say exclusive, what you mean?
That means that they're never gonna do anything to me, so they will require me to be a touch me not. I like to be touched. Honey, touch me.
Yeah.
Do everything
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with giving majority of the time.
Right.
When it
Yeah.
comes to women.
Yeah.
Because that's how I feel about women.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like at some point it's gonna be like, do you even like me?
Yeah, I need
Do you even like eating pussy?
Yeah,
Let's
that's what
start
I'm
here.
saying. Do you
I need-
even
I
like
need
pussy?
the reason why I don't do why I don't do pillow princesses is because I need the sexual exchange. I need to know that you're attracted to
That
me.
makes sense.
It generates
Therefore,
energy for
women-
me.
Yes, I need to know that you are sexually attracted to me. Me doing everything to you is not you being sexually attracted.
That means you like how I make you feel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's not a me thing.
For
You
sure.
wanting to do shit to me.
And I already know that I can do what I do.
I can do it to my
I'm
damn
not-
self. I can say my damn self.
But see, like, flip it though, right? Would you deal with somebody who only wants to please you, that
No.
won't allow you? That's a touch me not.
No.
That I couldn't do that either.
Not
like,
not
I
as
just-
a relationship.
I couldn't do that.
Maybe you
either.
wanna-
I can't either. Like,
Maybe you want a late night
some
call.
engagement.
Maybe on a late night
I need
call.
a nipple in the mouth or something. Like, we got to engage somehow. Like, rub a ass cheek, make it work.
No, I need to know that I can make you feel good too.
I need to know that you like me.
Yeah.
I need to
I
know
need
that
it
I
to be
turn you on.
reciprocal.
So pussy power, guys. Pussy power. Yes. All right. That group.